Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Why do I say that? Because whatever time of day or night that it is you're coming here, I hope it's the best time for you. In fact, I hope that by the time we're finished with this video, I hope that all you came to do and what you came to fix, I hope it's fixed, it's working better. And I hope your mood, your health, your overall mental state is that much better, y'all. That's right. Welcome to my channel, I.M.C. Minor Mechanics, where we come and do it ourselves, and we learn as we do it ourselves. We go about it, and we invest in ourselves, and we invest in our knowledge. You know, this is what we do. So today we are going to be swapping out the alternator for a 2006 Hyundai Sonata. All right, so it's a Hyundai Sonata 2006. This is the 2.7 liter. So to get to this alternator, which is down there in the back, first we have to go through the wheel well, remove the tire, remove the liner, to get to the the bolts of the alternator, to loosen it up, take the belt off, and then we're gonna come on top and remove this motor mount here because we have to bring it out through the top. I think it's too narrow of a space to bring it down through the wheel well. But whatever the case, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it together. So I'll get started. First, I'm gonna, of course, I was trying to jump it, y'all. I'm going to remove the battery terminals, to kill all the electric currents. And then I'm going to take the wheel off, and then the wheel well. So let's get right to it, y'all. Okay, so let's see what we've got so far. All right, guys, so I removed the battery terminals. I did that already. I took off my wheel liner. Took off the wheel well. Okay, and get you down here. I'm gonna take you off. All right, so I took the wheel liner off, which there are, Phillips screwdriver. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have the clips for the rest of the, it's clips to take out, plastic clips. But once that's off, you will have a liner that's here. See this here? That will be up here. It was 3 bolts. Well, four bolts. Size 10 millimeter. And we're gonna get to here's the alternator here, y'all. Here's the alternator here. It is a tight fit, so we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna get it done. However we gotta do it, we're gonna do it. All right, hold on. So what I do is look at the alternator, the old alternator, and I can't really get to it really, so I'm gonna show you what I pretty much do. I locate it here, and you see how the bolt is, there's a bolt here. Where's my finger? Trying to do this with one hand, y'all. So that bolt right there, and I know there's one on the other side, up over here somewhere. It's up there in that area somewhere. And what I did is I just got the new alternator here, and it's in there this way. So the bolt that go here, excuse me. So the bolt that goes there to hold it, and it's the bolt that goes here to hold it. Then I know I have the clip in the back, and then there's whatever on here is on that old one. So I know these are the things I have to target. Now, how am I gonna get that clip? It's so tight up in there, y'all. I mean, like I said before, but we're gonna find a way. But there's the wheel, there's a way. Okay, so we got to get it up back there and get that clip from, take that bolt out. Whatever size it is, I'll put it in the description. I'll put it, it'll pop on screen, whatever size I use to take it out. I can tell you that this panel right here, the screws I took out, they were 10 millimeters. The battery cables I took off, they had the battery terminals, they had 12 millimeter socket I used. And let's see what we get. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get to take this first one off here. All right. Also, I put a jack up under you know, put it up under the wheel to keep the suspension from just hanging down. Alright, it keeps it from hanging down. You jack that up, keep it level, however, and it gives you a little more space to work through here. Because when it drops down, this goes and gets in the way. So, you know, it's added support to keep the jack is added support to keep the suspension from drooping down. So that's why it's that's there. So I got a jack stand. Got my hydraulic jack holding this up. Alright, so again, I'm gonna work to get to this bolt right now. It's easier to get over this way. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with a 14 millimeter, my 14 millimeter ratchet. Okay, quick note. So this is 2006 Hyundai Tucson 2.7. Taking out the alternator to put a new one in. Now you can see the bolt. I got the bolt off. So to save you some time, people, just spray the bolt with. I went to Walmart. I got some liquid wrench, penetrating oil, and the red top is for the WD-40. I got WD-40 as well. And I sprayed it with it. I waited a little while, and then I was able to take it off after hours of trying. Without it, I went and got it. I sprayed it. I waited a little while. I used the impact gun again, and it came loose. And the one up top as well. Spray that. Now let me take you up top, because show you what we doing here. I just removed. Okay, I just disconnected the power steering hose. I bent it back and put it over here. Because what I'm gonna do, now I'm gonna go in. Well, I went in, I removed the top screw from the alternator. Let's see if I can get in there. Right here, see? So it's better to remove it from the top. There are some things you're gonna have to move out the way, but it worked out for me. I still gotta get to the electrical clip back there. See how that's gonna be done. But for the meantime, I disconnected I don't quite know, this bolt here. There's oil in there, so I disconnected it. I'm thinking that's power steering fluid, or it could be motor oil. Yeah, engine oil, I mean. Could be. I'm not gonna pretend to know. But I removed that and just tucked it to the back out of here. Because I'm giving myself access to go straight down and get to that alternator. Now the next thing I am gonna do, I'm gonna remove this motor mount here. So I'm gonna take this whole motor mount up, which should be no issue. Quick note, the bottom bolt for the alternator, was a 14 millimeter. The top bolt that I took up from here ended up being a 12 millimeter. Okay. I took this. If you take this bolt where this fluid is at, this bolt right here, this ended up being a 15/16. It's a 15/16 ratchet socket that I used to remove that. The way I removed the hose for the power steering fluid, I got my vice grips and I squeezed this together and I just shimmied the hose, twisted off, lifted up real quick, because there is oil, power steering fluid in there. You don't want it all to leak out. Okay, now from the bottom, your alternator is there. Here's the belt, that's the alternator, and your pulley is right. This is the pulley. Hold on. Let me all right. Not this. Your pulley is here. And that light is blinding. Oh my gosh. Okay. Your pulley. This. You see that groove right there? That groove, I can fit my 1/2 inch ratchet set in there. I'm going to put it in there, and I want to pull down. It's going to loosen the belt so that I can go ahead and take the belt from around the alternator. I'll show you. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to put the phone down and actually do it. Okay, so see the ratchet here. Half inch. There's the pulley right here. There's the square I want to get it in. Let me see. And I got it on the, as if I was loosening something. So I got it set up to loosen a bolt. Alright, because we're going to have to pull down on it. It's in there, it's in there. Alright, so it's in there. So if you can see, let me raise up my ratchet. There we go. When I pull on it with weight, pressure, see how the belt loosens? See that belt? The belt loosens and then it tightens. Loosens and tightens. So I'm gonna loosen it and I'm gonna take it from around the alternator. Alright. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay, so I did that. I loosened it. Got it from around the alternator. Here's the belt. I left my ratchet in there. I'm just gonna leave it there and for now. But see, I can turn the alternator now. The belt is loose and out the way. Alright, so let's see what I can do from here. Because I'm gonna have to figure out another way to take the alternator out because I can't get that 17-inch bolt off top to remove the motor mount. So I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, so that belt is off, the pulley. And what I want to try to do, I got to get to the clip. I was showing you guys the electrical clip. It's going to be kind of hard to get to. Let's see. You can see it through here. You see it right there? That's the electrical clip we got to get to take off, to unclip from the alternator. So right now I'm going to remove the bottom part of the power steering hose. I'm going to take this bolt off so that I can just kind of move this out my way. I get a little more room for my hand to get up in there. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, it is a difficult level, but if you can do it. So now, the best way I found to take that clip out, you're gonna have to reach, it's better to maneuver this way, especially if you got small hands, you can get it from the bottom. But if you don't, I'm 6'2", 215 pounds. My hands are fairly big. I can't get them through there. But I can. I felt the clip and everything. I reached in there. I got my arm down here. You just gotta feel around. So I have it. It's gonna be kind of a. You're gonna work blindly. Yep, there it is. I got the clip off, y'all. That much easier. Let's see if I can show you it. There it is. See the clip? There it is. And now there's a bolt. There's a bolt on back of the alternator. Well, where the screw go in, and that actually hooks to the battery. I'm gonna show you. All right, so the alternator is in this way, or maybe no, it's in this way, right? So I was able to reach down there, back there, and through there, and I got hold of the clip. But here, there's a harness back there. I'm gonna find out. I think this might be a 10. It's a 12 millimeter. 12mm bolt. You got to take the old one off so we can, you got to feel back there. You feel it? You feel when you take off the clip? Then you can move over. You'll feel there's a harness. You pull the rubber off, you'll feel the screw. And you got to take that screw loose. My apologies that I can't get the camera down there in a fixed position so you guys can see me actually do it. I could barely get my hands down there, so I'm gonna see. Hopefully I can get this tool down there, this ratchet. But after what, 40 minutes, finally came up with a way to go ahead and get this clip out. So we can do it, y'all. We can do it. It takes a lot of patience. Yeah, it takes a lot of patience. But trust me, it's worth it. When you're back up and running and you save that money, you ain't overpaying no mechanic to fix your car. Take it to a shop. And then you got the knowledge to learn to do it yourself again if you want to do it. And if not, you know. All right, so let me get to it. All right, so when I tell you taking that bolt off the alternator blindly, that was easy, y'all. It was easy. The clip is the hardest part. As you can see, here go the harness. Let's see. Here's the harness that was on the back of the alternator. I took the 12mm screw off, and because this cover was up and covering it, so you got to pull this back, pull it down to access the screw, and then take the screw out, which I have it here, 12mm, and that was the easy part, y'all. The location of where this bolt was at on back of the alternator. All right. Let me see. Let me hold it. All right. So you see where we at? Okay. That's where the clip was. Here. See, electrical clip was there, in there, right here. So if you look up past that, I gotta position the camera where I can. There, right there, that bolt, that's where the electrical bolt was connected to the alternator. Right there, sticking out. I can't get to it, but right there, see that? I hope they don't have the client got this wrong alternate. I hope not. Let me see what's going on here. Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, so it's been a couple days, right? We are doing the Hyundai Tucson alternator. I had to order a 17mm deep socket drive. Let me tell you. Right. And I still can't move this. But what I want you guys to see, as I was doing, I was hitting with the hammer and the screwdriver. I did it several more times just to wiggle it up and down. See the alternator? I got it, it's further now. See that hole was lined up with this hole. Those two holes was lined up that goes behind it. So I've been doing that, knocking it down, going back under the car, knocking it up, going back down, knocking it down. And I'm gonna show you, because so what I did is I put a brick here and I wedged it. You see where I wedged it? There. Because there's a groove, it sits like a C, and this bolt had to come up and out this way, like diagonal, because it sits in a groove. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Since I put this, wedged this under it, one on top, and knocked it down, it lifted it up a little bit. As you can see, the groove is back here. It's like a C. So I got a little bit more to go to get that lifted up, to get it unseated. That's what we're doing now. And we're still at it. We're gonna see what happens, y'all. Alright. And so since I got that little groove, alright, I removed the brick, and I was pushing the screwdriver up. It was a little, it's opened up a lot more, but you get it's kind of hard. Alright, here we go. I was getting the screwdriver up and getting a screwdriver up in this part here, and banging it with a rubber mallet, forcing. If I can get the screwdriver in there, I'm going to try to leave it in there. So I'm gonna bang it some more, see if I can get it to stay that way. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it ain't. That way I can try to shimmy it out. So back to the hammering. Got some metal pliers here, and maybe I can use this edge to wedge it, and maybe I can pry it out. Let's see. There we go. Now the easy part is done. This is one of the hardest cars to get the from my research, this is one of the hardest cars to get the alternator out. 2006 Hyundai Tucson 2.7 liter engine. Need this. So y'all can see me shimmy it out if I can get it out this way. We'll find out. We learn it together. See this black wire? Let's go zoom in. It's a black wire attached to the alternator. There's a clip right here. There's a clip. You just slide it up out of there. Hold on, I gotta reposition my hand. So we got that all. Try to tuck that out the way somewhere so I can shimmy this alternator out. Put my gloves back on. Zoom out. Okay, so y'all, here's something I see. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what we can do to make it easier. You see, there's one more bolt. See that bolt back there? See that? All right. That's the CV axle. That's a bolt to it. We're gonna loosen it. We're not gonna take it off. We're gonna loosen it, right? Because as you've seen how tight it is, it gets wedged. So we're gonna loosen it so that this can move a little. We can shift it a little, you know, and that'll give us more room to work with. All right. All right. So I'm underneath the other side of the car. That's the side I was working on over there. So I came under the car.